concerned, win or lose, the places will stay the same, because of course we've got the number 1 and the number 2 playing against each other in today's final. The number 5 and 6 will change places, as indeed will the number 8 and 9. Well, there was 7 different nations involved in quarter-final stage, 4 different nations by semi-final, and the 2 players coming through have set up an intriguing final. The 2-time defending champion Wang Shixian against the 2-time world champion Carolina Marin.
Allez, c'est parti pour le décompte tous ensemble. 10, 9.
So umpire Kang Sung-young leading out the women's singles finalists. The defending champion, having won for the last 2 years, the number 4 seed Wang Shixian against the number 2 seed, a new world number 1, the world champion Carolina Marin.
Wang Shixian.
Wang Shixian trying to create history. No women's singles player has ever won 3 consecutive titles at the same Super Series event. The world champion Carolina Marin will enjoy the fan support here, being a European player. Well, I'd say it's a chance for Wang Shixian to make history. Since the start of the Super Series, no player has won 3 consecutive women's singles titles at the same Super Series event in 3 consecutive years. Of course, 2 male players have done that. Lee Chong-wei won the Indonesian Open 3 consecutive times, 2009, 10 and 11. The Japan Open in 2012, 13 and 14. And the Malaysian Open, he won 6 consecutive times from 2008. And last week, we saw Chen Long of China win a 3rd consecutive Denmark Open title. So can Wang Shixian create history today? For Carolina Marin, she's looking for her 4th Super Series title of the year. Only 4 other players have ever achieved that. Li Shuirui has achieved it twice, Wang Xin, Wang Yihan and Xie Xinfeng. So Carolina Marin up 1 place in the world ranking this week to number 1, back to the number 1 position. She dropped down to number 2 after retaining her world title. That seemed odd, didn't it? But she is the number 2 seed, and she is in great form this year. This is her 7th final of the year in her 11th tournament. Well, she had a very, very tough 2nd round match against Scotland's Kirsty Gilmore. 1 hour and 1 minute, that one, and it really was a thriller. In the semi-final yesterday, she beat the number 3 seed Tai Su Ying in 2 straight games. Wang Shixian, who for the last 2 years, in 2013, beat Porntipu Ranaprasut in the final. Last year, she beat the Olympic champion, Li Shuirui. She's 25 years of age, from Suzhou in southeast Jiangsu province. Down 1 place in the world ranking this week, down to number 6. But she has also been world number 1 in the past. This is her 2nd final of the year. She reached the final of the Australian Super Series, where she lost to her opponent of today. And what a remarkable path through to today's final she's had. In the quarterfinal, she had to come from 3-14 down in the 2nd game against Okuhara before saving 8 game points to win it, 27-25. In the semi-final, she beat the number 8 seed, the former world champion, Ratchanok Intanon. She had to come from 9-14 down, 11-16 down and 15-18 down before winning 21-19 in the deciding game in an hour and 18 minutes. Well, this is the 7th meeting between the two players, and of the previous 6, as you can see, honours are shared. The last time they met was last month in the quarter-final of the Japan Super Series. It was 3 games on that occasion. In fact, it's only been 3 games. The first time they met and the last time they met. So an awful lot at stake. Now, I was saying that the world champion, the left-handed Carolina Marin, going for a 4th Super Series title of the year. There she is. There are, in fact, 2 players who've won 5 Super Series events in 1 year in the women's singles discipline. In 2009, Wang Yihan, and in 2007, Xie Xingfang, who, of course, is now Mrs. Lindan. So when she retained her world title, Carolina Marin became only the 3rd player in history to achieve that.
On my right, Carolina Marin, Spain.
That, of course, retaining a women's singles world title I'm talking about, not other disciplines.
Wang Shixian, China. Carolina Marin, to serve. Lobo, play.
So the world champion, Carolina Marin of Spain, nearest to us, the 2-time defending champion, the number 4 seed, Wang Shixian of China. What a good opening rally. Well, prior to this year, Carolina Marin had never won a match here at the French Open. She lost in the first round in 2012. Last year, sadly, she had to withdraw because of a foot injury that she'd picked up in winning her first world title in Copenhagen. Yeah. The verbal celebrations have started from the left-hander. Well, I think Wang Shixian, the defending champion, will give as good as she gets on the verbal celebration front.
That's over. 3-all.
Well, had a little think about it, but stayed the Spaniard's side.
4-3.
Well, took it nice and early, Carolina Marin, and that's what I'm always advocating. It simply made an error, that's all. Yeah, it's not just one yell of delight at winning the rally. It's two and sometimes three. That's very, very good judgment.
6-5.
Clever, very clever. And that is the danger. Wang Shixian from deep in her forehand corner, played cross court. If your opponent reads it, you've got the full diagonal to scamper, and you've got to try and protect that, and therefore you come charging forward. You're then vulnerable to the deceptive flick over your head. Well, this is a run of 5 straight points. 3-5 down to 8-5 up. Yeah. Well, this could get quite ugly on the screaming front, couldn't it? Pushed it wide. And Wang Shixian back level. Oh, that's a good backhand. Nice, good rally. It's going wide. Well, she'll have to be careful about screaming when she's looking at her opponent. Make your own mind up whether that's appropriate when your opponent makes an unforced error. Well, I think I would have been tempted to challenge that. I'm not in the best position for seeing that back line. 3-point advantage at the mid-game interval. It's the world champion. Fernando Rivas, Carolina Marin's coach. Not only a tremendous coach, he's a very, very intelligent man. I understand he speaks 5 different languages. He's doing a PhD.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Yep, and she's sitting next to the president of the BWF, Paul-Erik Hoyer Larsen.
8. Play.
Good. There's a challenge here from Carolina Marin. Oh, I can't tell from that. Oh, that looked in, didn't it? From that angle, and looked out from the other angle. That's why we need Hawkeye. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, it was out. What a great challenge.
Serves over. 13-9.
Well, it was great defence initially from Wang Shixian. But what clever, clever play from Carolina Marin. Just a simple little block. Look at that. Listening how to take it early. That's clever. That's the first body smash, I think, of the match so far. And that's clever. Good variation. Good retrieving. She's missed it. A wry smile from Carolina Marin. Won the world title, Carolina Marin, last year before she'd won a Super Series title. In fact, she'd only been in one Super Series tournament final, the Australian, before her first world title. Yeah, second body smash.
12-14.
Narrowed the deficit to just 2 points.
Just over. 15-12.
Perhaps just the threat of her opponent coming forward was enough to put her off that net shot. Oh, that's magnificent defense. Absolutely brilliant. Does do remarkably well, especially on the backhand defense. She often tries to turn it, and I do like that. Incredibly difficult shot to play. Good rally. Fast clears. Gone long though, that lift.
Just over. 16-14. Check. 16-14. Play. 15, 15. Okay.
It's good judgment.
16
Back
all.
level, the defending champion. In fact, 3 times she's been the number 2 seed at this event. Twice when the number 2 seed lost in the first or second round. Oh, I think that the drive from Wang Shixian may have been going to go wide. But Carolina Marin, she was in good position, tried to play it. Of course, that's her forehand side. And the defending champion on a run of 3 straight points into the lead.
Play.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Yeah, shrug of the shoulders. What can you do about that? Well, I don't think you can really do anything. That was superb. Look at that. Four straight points. That serves long at the back line.
Just over. 17, 18. Left.
Well, didn't really see how she wasn't ready. She'd held her hand up to say she wasn't ready, then she put her hand down to say she was ready, and then claimed she wasn't ready again. Good positive play from Carolina Marin. All. So now on a run of 3 straight points, it's Carolina Marin who goes back into the lead. Well, the ebb and flow and the fluctuation in fortunes in this opening game. It is very tight and very intriguing. Game point opportunities for the 2-time world champion. 4 straight points to give her those game point opportunities. Yep. Coming from behind, Carolina Marin. to take the opening game, 21-18 against the two-time defending champion. 24 minutes for that opening game. Look at that poise and balance. Well, the lift from Wang Shixian. I think she forgot momentarily that her opponent was a left-hander, right up into her forehand hitting zone. Well, this is the smash placement in Carolina's semi-final. That was against Tai Su Ying. And there you can see an awful lot down Tai Su Ying's backhand side. One or two to the centre of the court. Wang Shixian in her semi-final against Ratchanuk Intanon. Oh, well, we lost that a bit quickly. Couldn't really take that on board. Well, last time these two players played against each other in the quarterfinal of this year's Japan Open last month, Wang Shixian dropped the opening game there before she went on to win. So can she do the same here in Paris?
Double. Play.
Brilliant. The backhand cross-court net shot from Carolina Marin played to perfection. Look, the first one was a little hold and push flat. Then she shows the variation with the cross-court net shot. Well, there's a challenge here. I thought she missed that. I agreed with the line judge. Challenge from Carolina Marin, so she thought she just clipped the line. Here we go. Whoosh. Did just clip the line. Yeah, once again, flat pushes to the deep backhand corner, then to the deep. The forehand, well, it was earlier in the rally, and then she managed to play the little block, but using both back corners before changing the pace. Oh, that was a backbreaker, wasn't it? My goodness me.
1-3, play.
Superb. Her movement on court, her early preparation for the shot, look at that. And again, racket back, ready. That helps create deception. Finds the angle. And you can only do that if your movement has been good and you're able to take the shuttle right above your head over every time. Well, good start to the second game by Carolina Marin. But if Wang Shixian wants to rewrite the record book, she's going to have to really up her game. Those 3 consecutive titles at one specific Super Series event. Well, it's still a possibility, but as I say, she's got to up her game. And that's gone long.
6-1.
And certainly at the moment, it's looking unlikely for Wang Shixian. Yeah, that's great judgment, isn't it? So too is that. And the problem is that Carolina Marin has been taking the shuttle so early at the back of the court and hitting winners and hitting deceptive punch clears that her opponent, Wang Shixian, is feeling she's got to get it past her, got to get it deeper so that she can't hit those winners. And in trying to do so, she's hitting long off the back line. Yes. Well, there's another winner. And another one finds the line. Oh, brilliant. Oh, she's missed it. She's missed it. Well, a wry smile again because she knows that she had played the most incredible shot. Look at that. Well, it's slim pickings at the moment for Wang Shixian.
9-2.
Pace of movement and pace of shot. And at the moment, the defending champion just simply has no answers. Carolina Marin in tremendous form. Yeah, once again, back in court so quickly. And because she's behind the shuttle, she's got the options. She could have hit straight down the line. Instead, choosing to go across court for the winner. A 9-point advantage here in the second game, having taken the first, the two-time world champion. Well, it's extraordinary to me that Carolina Marin, well, she's already won 3 Super Series titles this year, the All England. That was her first ever. What a one to win as your first ever. The Malaysian, Australia, and here she is in another final, and even if she wins this, she will remain number 2 on the Destination Dubai list, whereas her opponent is only in her second Super Series tournament final of the year, and she will remain number 1. Now, the difference, of course, is that Carolina Marin has played 1 less Super Series tournament this year, and it's an accumulation of points. But even so, it does seem extraordinary to me that a player can be in 4 finals, winning at least 3 of them, and yet be lower on the Super Series standings than a player who's only been in 2 finals. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, well, we've seen punch clears, we've seen smashes straight, we've seen smashes cross. That time, the disguised drop shot across court, and Wang Shixian couldn't even react to it. Left stranded. It's going wide. A 10-point advantage. Well, of course, Wang Shixian in her last 2 matches over the last 2 days, 1 hour and 7 minutes against Okuhara, 1 hour and 18 minutes against Ratchanok Intanon, whereas Carolina Marin, 34 minutes for her quarterfinal, 52 minutes yesterday. And I think there's an accumulation of tiredness in the legs of Wang Shixian, but that's to take nothing away from this lady, because Carolina Marin has been simply brilliant today. Well, again, because she's taking the shuttle early, Carolina Marin is leaving her opponent stranded. Lovely footwork. Oh, it's landed in. That's a good good length clear from Wang Shixian. She's been struggling in this second game to find the back of the court. She's just pouncing on everything, whether it's from the back of the court or whether it's at the front. Well, I suspect Wang Shixian's attempt at making history is going to fall short. Mind you, I thought in the men's singles final that it was all one-way traffic when Lee Chong-wei was 18-7 up in the second game. And they won it 21-18. You never know. Anything's possible in sport. Going wide.
18-5. Shots over. 6-18.
Yeah.
7-18.
Well, this is the scoreline that Lee Chong-wei was up, and then it became very, very close.
Shots over.
2 points away from the title now. The number 2 seed, Carolina Marin. Match points galore for Carolina Marin.
Shots over. 8-20.
Really just trying to make the scoreline respectable now. Two-time defending champion. Missed it.
9-20.
double figures for Wang Shixian. She's done it. Carolina Marin wins the French Open title and becomes only the 5th player in history to win 4 women's singles Super Series titles in a year, in a calendar year, that is. It is a 5th title of 2015 for Carolina Marin. Of course, with the 4 Super Series she has now won, you also add the world title. What a year it has been for Carolina Marin. 21-18, 21-10 in 45 minutes. And quite frankly, Carolina Marin, she shows the heart sign to the camera. First did that when she lost her grandmother as a sign of respect. Well, Carolina Marin is having a year to remember and a year to savor. Well, will she be able to emulate both Wang Yihan and Xie Xingfeng in winning 5 Super Series titles in a year? There's another 2 Super Series tournaments for her to be able to try and do that. The China and the Hong Kong, of course, next month. But enjoy the moment. A 4th Super Series title of 2015.
Voilà, quelques secondes, hein, vous l'avez vu, tout fonctionne très bien. Les athlètes nous quittent quelques instants seulement et reviennent très vite. Tout est en place d'ailleurs pour les accueillir. Vous aussi, on l'espère, pour la cérémonie protocolaire, la remise des trophées et des fleurs. À nouveau, beaucoup d'ambiance attendue pour le retour de Wang Shixian, Carolina Marin.
Messieurs, après cette belle finale du simple dame, le retour pour vous, amis du public, le Wang Shixian et Carolina Marin.
So Carolina Marin, one of the Solibad ambassadors, draped in a Solibad flag. Badminton Without Borders, the charity, Solibad. And they do some wonderful work around the world. Spanish fans celebrate.
Vainqueur l'an passé ici même, malheureusement, elle n'est pas parvenue à réussir la passe de deux, à réaliser le doublé ici. Je vous demande d'applaudir la finaliste, the finalist of the French tournament 2015 tournoi.
Well, it was a magnificent performance by Carolina Marin, but spare a thought for Wang Shixian. The chance to make history, but it didn't happen for her today. She was outclassed by a better opponent. 3 consecutive finals here at the French Super Series, having been champion for the last 2 years. In 2015, she has to settle for second best.
Les fleurs sont remis par le directeur général de MetLife France, Marin.
Les applaudissements pour Wang Shixian. Et cette année, à Jakarta, les vainqueurs des Yonex internationaux de France 2015 à Paris, Carolina Marin.
A fifth title of 2015. The World Championship title for a second time, and now 4 Super Series titles. The All England, Malaysia, Australia, and now the Yonex French Open. Carolina Marin, quite clearly the world's best player at the moment.
Le beau sourire de ces deux belles joueuses. Voilà, on va se hisser toutes les deux sur la plus haute marche de ce podium pour être unis dans un même élan par les photographes, la presse et le public du stade Pierre de Coubertin qui reconduit les deux joueuses comme ils savent faire. Bravo elle, Wang Shixian, Carolina Marin.
That's over. Second.
C'est parti, plus lui donne les derniers cadeaux et on est déjà dans le dernier match, dans la dernière finale de ces Yonex internationaux de France de badminton.
So our first 4 finals have gone to 4 different nations. Korea, Malaysia, China and Spain. And just one more final to come. Can the Danes, Mads Conrad and Mads Goling, make it 5 titles going to 5 different nations. They're up against it because they're up against the world #1s and the #1 pair on the Destination Dubai rankings. Well, after this tournament, the top 5 will remain the same. 6 and 7 will swap places, and into the top 10 will come Kim Ji-jung and Kim Sa-rang of Korea. They'll replace Liu Xiaolong and Chu Si-han. They will move out that #9 pair out of the top 10, and in come the Koreans. Well, 5 seeds only by quarterfinal stage, and only 5 different nations, 2 Koreans, 2 Danish pairs. And by semi-final stage, well, the top half of the draw, all Korean affair, and only 2 seeds involved in semi-final stage. But the #2 seeds, the world champions, beat